Hello, Internet. It's your boy Tonkus, and it's time for another story reading thingamabob. So anyway, let's go ahead and throw this on the screen. So, yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you like seeing random weird stuff like this. Anyway, today we are going to suffer. Woo, boy, this is gonna be one heck of a read. CrimsonEquine's Shadow the Hedgehog and Twilight Sparkle, True Love. And just look at this. I'm gonna have to censor this, I think. Possibly. Anyway, let's get on with the story itself. Chapter the Only, A Mutual Night. It was nighttime. The scent of red wine wafted through the air and delighted Shadow the Hedgehog near the fireplace. He sat on the sofa he and his wife Twilight bought together, made love to each other on. It gave him a tearful reminiscence of something so worthwhile. But, of course, as much as he wanted to hand a cup of this fine wine to his beloved, he knew the child within wouldn't agree. Shadow took a deep sip of the wine and felt the warmth of the fireplace comfort his face. It was a chilly night tonight, and any type of warmth would be beneficial to the least. Clop, clop, clop. The hoofsteps of some pony he knew. The only pony Shadow could have ever wanted. The one who changed his life forever and made him a new hedgehog. Twilight Sparkle was coming ever closer, and he just couldn't contain his excitement. From the corner of his eye, he found her standing from near the dining room table. Her belly so large, emanating a power that only true love could create. Twilight Sparkle smiled. She twirled carefully in the new dress that Shadow bought her several days ago. It had such a dark blue hue and made the unicorn dazzle near the fireplace. Oh boy, this story. Wait, what's the age rating on this? This is rated E? Huh. Okay. What are you drinking, Shadow? He lifted up the bottle from betwixt the sofa cushions, its label so elegantly written in old equestrian words. Shadow wasn't someone who was used to the equestrian way of life, but he could tell things were similar here, like back on Earth. Especially the fact that they had equestrian wine, something he grew to favor in time. Once, such a delicacy was an acquired touch, yet just like his beautiful and absolutely perfect wife. Huh? Wait. Once. Okay, that sentence just reads a little bit weird. Anyway, continuing on, it was a new beginning that he loved more than anything. Twilight Sparkle moved and sat next to the slouched hedgehog and caressed him close, her muzzle smelling the perfume he wore with the scent of lilacs. It's only the finest wine we have gotten from Hyris? Okay, Hyris. The honeymoon that changed everything, he said with a dreamlike speak. Twilight took the wine and read through the label. She silently poured some more into Shadow's cup for him to enjoy. Sounds delightful. Too bad I can't with the baby coming along. Shadow handed the cup towards her with a smile. My love, just take a sip. I wouldn't want you to miss out. Twilight Sparkle gently grabbed the cup and smelled the sweet scent before taking a quick sip. I missed that taste, she said, giving the cup back to him. Thank you, I needed that. Shadow looked into the fireplace and saw it flickering violently. It reminded him of his old ways and the dark past that haunted him. If only he could have rectified what had been done with Sonic and his friends. If only things were different. What's wrong, my precious? You seem troubled. He settled the cup down on the glass table nearby with the wine bottle on its side. Shadow stood up and reached out his hand for her to grab. She reciprocated without any hesitation and stood upright with him. I just want to say, my dearest Twilight, you changed everything for me. Her eyes sparkled as he peered into her beautifully large eyes, the sockets that covered everything Shadow wanted. Twilight blushed nervously at his words and waited for just about any more beauty to flow from his lips. Shadow pressed his hedgehog hand on his soon-to-be-born baby and felt earnest joy. There was no resentment, no fear of anything. Shadow knew that his own fears were useless against the future that was ahead, and he would do anything to keep things the way they should be. Perfect. I love you, Twilight Sparkle. Our love will last forever. Not even Eggman can take that away from us. Twilight grabbed the hand that touched her belly and pressed Shadow the Hedgehog to herself. There, they desperately kissed each other. Oh, boy. Okay, I guess I'm reading this. She felt his lips onto hers and his hedgehog nose poking into her own. Love everlasting, true and solidified, that echoes against all that limits. It could only be a match that was made in fate that they were together, and to them they were consumed by the passion they held for one another. Only then could Twilight remove her lips from him. The only love that was meant for her. Dance with me, Shadow. I want to feel like it's our wedding day. Shadow stepped back and bowed his head to her. Again, he outstretched his hand for her to receive, and they started spinning together in rhythmic motion. Music played in Shadow's mind. He remembered the orchestrated play and the many instruments that coalesced to bountiful sound. Carefully stepping with her through the dance they were doing, Shadow made sure that even their third dancer would be a part of them tonight. He hummed the music to himself, to which Twilight began to imitate with that smart mind of hers. They continued this display, music of their own making, blessing the grounds where they stepped. Nothing could ever ruin this, not even if the sky rained down hot coal or the ground shook with a vigorous tremor. No, they were impenetrable by the sheer power of their love. And then Twilight Sparkle tripped, her giving a short whoa as she almost plummeted. Shadow caught her before any harm could have been done. So close that must have been, stirred Shadow's heart. I'm sorry, my love. I almost threw it. He paused her worry with a simple touch of his finger to her lips. Twilight, I believe we should rest for tonight. The evening getting a little more than we bargained for. She giggled and followed her husband to the bedroom, to follow a night of slumber between these loving two. Not a single peep, just the quiet of the night and the moon glowing from high above, its light illuminating through the window. A sleep for true love in Equestria. Oh, well then that was definitely a story. Like, it wasn't badly written at all, aside from those like one or two sentences that I tripped up on. But wait, why was the window moved down again? Really? Really now? Ah. Well, anyway, thanks for watching. Link is down in the description, as well as a link to the Google Forms if you want to submit your own thing to be read, and yeah. Time to see whether or not this video is going to be demonetized. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.